Hello YouTube, it's your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman, coming at you again with another YouTube video. And the title of this video is called, Don't Look, Passport Bros. It is now illegal to stare at a woman in Australia. Shaking my head. The way this video came about was, I was watching Sandman's channel. Shout out to the Sandman. I was watching his channel and he discussed an article in which there's a club called Club 77 in Australia. And the thing that's unique about this club is they have some rules about people who visit or party inside their club. And one of the rules is, and this is a true story, and I'll put the link in the description to his video. They said that the club mentioned that they're going to have security guards there, and if there's any men there that are staring at a woman, if they see you staring at a woman too long, they'll come and escort you out of the club. And then I know some people will say, well, it's kind of creepy to have somebody staring at you, but it gets worse. It gets worse. Not only that, but also if they see you approaching several women, doing like the PUA, or maybe you're not a PUA guy and you're just like, well, I want to play the numbers game and I want to approach several different women. And, if I approach 10 women, at least one to give me my number. They said if they catch you doing that, they're also going to escort you out of the club. Now, what Sandman said was very interesting because he said that, that most clubs, they generally make their money from drinks. And a lot of times, guys are buying drinks for the women. So the thing is, if men are not allowed to approach women in these clubs, because I guess the club owner feels it's going to make the women uncomfortable, they're going to leave, that kind of thing, then the men are not going to really have incentive to buy any drinks. So I agree with him in that. I think a lot of these clubs are going to start getting shut down. Now, back to the part about staring. While it is true, no one really likes to be stared at. But on the other end, the other thing that's weird about this is, like Sandman he mentioned this. He was saying that what really designates a stare? Is it longer than 2 seconds, 3 seconds? Like, what do we consider a stare? So what I really gather from this in this whole article piece is that it's basically a club catering to women, and I guess they're on this whole almost like Me Too thing where they only want things set up to where men don't approach the women, they don't even look at the women. Only the women pretty much they put it in favor of the women pretty much approaching the men if they're interested. They don't want the men taking any interest in women and approaching them. And I'm not exactly sure why I didn't. Now that I don't know exactly the reasons for it, but I only can speculate that from what he said, that a lot of women were like cheering it on. Even a few guys saying that this is a good rule. It's going to make the club a little bit better. It's going to build a better atmosphere. And I'm assuming because sometimes at clubs you see guys fighting. Maybe. Sometimes the girls, I guess this is mainly coming from some women feeling uncomfortable about the type of guy that they don't like approaching them, that kind of thing. But the thing is, as Sandman had, really touched on, which I agree, is that as feminism spreads throughout these Western countries and it gets worse and worse, all it's really doing is separating men and women, and at the end of the day, the women they don't understand that this is really going to hurt them in the end, because after a while, men are just going to go monk mode or like MGTOW, or become or more and more men are going to come over to our side and become passport bro, because men are just going to get tired of one being shamed, being shamed and shunned, being always looked at as some type of like predator, or it's just going to really build a very weird work environment as well. And this is why at one point when Mike Pence talked about he doesn't sit down with any woman unless his wife or somebody else is there. You know, at first on the surface, it sounded like I'm not gonna say strange, but it seemed a little extreme at first. And I used to be like, why would he want to do that or whatever? But but after seeing all this Me Too stuff and seeing how feminism is just going completely out of control, it makes so much sense now. This guy was like ahead of his time, man. Like he in this case, I mean, a shout out to like Mike Pence on this one because I just, a lot of people talk about becoming like a high value man. And a lot of times one of the critiques of being a passport bros is a lot of people say, well, can't y'all just find someone here in the States? Can't you just self-improve and then just find someone here? Why do you need to go to another country? And this is one of the reasons why. I mean, it's just, even after bettering yourself, now you got to worry about false charges, people accusing you of, women accusing you of things that, that didn't happen. It's just easier just to walk away from it. I hate to say it, but it really is. It's just easier just to get your passport up, go to another country, find a woman that wants to be feminine, find a woman that respects the different roles that the genders play, and just settle down with her. I mean, all this article just showed me is that it's just going to get worse and worse in the United States. It's not, a lot of people just saying at some point, they think that the women are going to come back to the table. But as I stated before in some of my other videos, it's going to take a whole lot for that to kind of happen. Because just the way it's going now, I mean, it's almost at the point where, men are just not going to want to be around a lot of women in general because of this. Because it's just, it's starting to get very toxic. And yeah, I mean, after a while, men in general are just going to stop dating American women altogether. I mean, there's just, it's just going to be more and more wins for the passport bros, because even now, even with things like, I think Tom Brady is now getting divorced, and, his wife, she had complaints about him working or it was something to that effect. But I mean, it's just getting ridiculous where even guys who are, famous, they have money, they have improved, even they just take an abuse. And I don't know, it's just not a very good situation. I mean, it just really has ruined the dating scene in America. So that's all I wanted to say on this. I know this is going to be a very, very short video, but I at least wanted to talk about this this article. I just thought it was very, very interesting. So again, shout out to Sandman. I'm going to leave a link to his video in the description, and please subscribe to his channel, of course, if you're not subscribed. He's a pretty good content creator. And I'm going to end on that note. So till next time, it's your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the notification bell, and let me know what you think in the comment section about this article. And what do you think the impact is going to be, I guess, on a lot of the clubs in Australia, and also what happens if that actually comes to the United States? What's that going to be like? So until next time, signing off.